Well, hello everybody. Yeah, it's been a long time, I know. And to treat you, because I've been gone for so long, I have two videos. So if you're watching this video, make sure you go back and watch the other video, because the other video is going to tell you to go back and watch this video. So make sure you watch. Wait, you're already watching this video. So watch both videos and like and subscribe, obviously. But welcome to Z-Wings Workshop. To show you what I've been up to. You could possibly see some of it in the background. Now my brother came over. We worked on the car. I don't know if you could tell, because nothing really looks any different. But let me show you why. Well, it's a Thursday. You probably can't see it, but that's my brother under there. We're working on the Z today. Mike's exhausted because we took off the exhaust. Got the drive shaft off. I can't remember where I put it. It's on the shelf over there. And now we're getting ready, after we fought transmission bolts and the drive shaft bolts, we're going to pull the transmission. There's the drive shaft. Take it all the way around. We got the exhaust system on the floor, kind of next to the compressor with a bunch of other crap. And yeah, there's the transmission. My brother even wanted to see how bad I did on the clutch, and it actually looks pretty good. I'm assuming there's got to be close to 40,000 miles on this thing since the last time I actually had it replaced. So yeah, not bad wear. Let's take you underneath. See if I can get the flash to turn on. There we go. And you can see it's pretty empty under here. You got the whole transmission tunnel taken care of. All the exhaust is gone. Drive shaft's gone. So it's going to really be nice for me to get under there and clean it up, paint it up, fix whatever needs to be repaired. And we are getting ready to yank the engine. A lot of the guys I've been seeing lately, they've just been coming up and taking the engine out. And, you know, leaving the transmission and everything in place. And listen, there's hundreds of different ways to get this done. I wanted to get all that stuff out of there because I want to get under there and clean it up like I just said. And so yeah, I'm going to get ready. We're going to start draining fluids. Now, I apologize for not taking a little bit more video of the actual transmission removal and all that other fun stuff. When my brother's here, it's hard to film. We just like to work and get our shit done, and that's just kind of how it goes. But you know, a little bit something more fancy. If you saw in the in that one clip, this is the transmission jack holder, and it basically bolts right into the cup. I made this a long time ago. My brother actually wanted one. He showed me a picture of something, and he's like, "You think you can make something like that?" And if I can find the picture, I'll flash it up now. But yeah, it's even got a little adjustable deal, so it'll tilt. And yeah, it worked out great. We fed the whole jack under the back of the car, raised it up. We broke it loose, dropped it down, pulled it out. It's no big deal. I'm going to start draining some fluids out of this thing. There might be oil still left in it. I know there's coolant in it. And at some point, we're going to have to deal with the gas. But remember, after you drain your fluids, guys, dispose of them properly. Don't do what I do. Wrench every day? Not every day, but damn close. All right, so coolant's been drained somewhat. I don't think I had that much in there. Took out the radiator, condenser. Been going through, alternator's gone. What else did I remove? I got the, obviously the battery, cruise control's disconnected. I'm going to start working on power steering pump right now. And here's another thing. You know, if Mike, you're watching this, see all these fucking bolts? Why don't you put them in my little tray? I assume they're for the cross member for the transmission and all that fun stuff, but damn. The game plan is, I'm trying to remove as much around here as possible. Then I'm going to bring this thing back on the ground. I'm going to put the rear tires on, probably even the front tires. Put everything back on, get this thing all the way down as low as possible. And then that way I don't have to pull the engine too high off the ground when we go to yank this thing out of here. A little bit of an update. We're watching a Vice Grip Garage. These guys down here, this is Cold War Motors. If you ever watch these guys, great channel. Back to the car now. I got a little bit further than I wanted to. Started to disconnect some of the fuel. You can see I just looped it, so that should close off that system. For the engine side, same thing. I just left the filter in place, so that should do it. Yeah, there was some spillage of power steering fluid. And actually, I'm just going to leave the pump on the engine when we pull it out. No point in taking it out right now. Sunday, championship race day. I took some time, cleaned up a little bit, went by my brother's. He wasn't able to come over today, so we're not going to yank this engine until probably Thursday when he has some time. He let me borrow his other jack stand. I dug out this guy, moved some stuff around, actually cleaned, grabbed the leaf blower. Get yourself a leaf blower, guys. It makes life a lot easier. Put the thing back on the wheels and the dollies. That way it's low enough to yank this puppy. Again, let's see, what else? We have electrical to disconnect still. Motor mounts are easy to get to. I think we already said that. But yeah, that's it. Just a little bit of an update. It's crazy because it's been up in the air for so long, but how low it is again. And it's still on the dollies. These are very low cars. That's what makes them look cool. It's Sunday, it's cold. I'm wearing my grandfather's old overalls. Getting ready to pull a Z. Dad's hiding, but he's over here. I told him I'd put him in video even though he doesn't want to be. So here we are. Got the car moved over quite a bit. We're going to get ready to yank this thing. I'm going to put you on the stand and you can see me work. Pump harder. I can't pump any. Okay, I think we're okay. Right, another inch. Yeah, you gotta go. Alright, I think we're good then. Ready? Yeah, drag it backwards, obviously. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Alright, it's Sunday. After Thanksgiving. I hope everybody had a great holiday, and I'm just chilling in the garage. It's 40-ish outside, and it's about 50 degrees in here. I'm not actually wearing my overalls like I was the other day. It was a little bit colder. It's brisk in here, but I've got a thermal shirt on, and it's not bad. I haven't quite yet fired this up for the year. At some point I probably will. It's, energy is really expensive right now. I'd rather not use it if I don't have to. But let's bring you up to speed where I'm at. Last time you left, the engine was out, and I really haven't touched anything on it. Did move everything back into the corner. Here is the old motor. If you notice the straps I used, I actually pulled out the engine with for the van, rather, using those same straps. So this, I wasn't really worried about using it for this little engine. This is the newer engine that's going in. Now, if you didn't know, if I didn't explain it, naturally aspirated. This is an actual factory turbo engine that I disassembled. I bought probably 15 years ago. And it's basically just been sitting on the stand for the longest time. It has been covered in oil, and I always change the plastic bag like about once a year. So that's what's going on with that. The rest of the parts and pieces are all in these bins back here. And yeah, So we got the engine, and I think I did say, even a few months ago, I remember, I said my brother's engine jack, he let me borrow his engine stand. It's a lot taller than mine, so it's all right. He's dying to tear it into it to see how bad I messed it up. Now, it's kind of a fun story. Took the car out. We went to go see, I want to say it was Indiana Jones. I was with my wife at the time, and something happened. Lost complete oil pressure. I don't know if the head gasket blew. I don't know what hell happened to it, but it basically died. And I tried to get it home. You know, the oil light was on. I didn't know what the deal was. I knew I had the other engine anyway that I was going to replace. I said, screw it. I'm going to chance it. Try to get it home. I was about a mile away from the house, and it completely seized. So I am kind of interested to see how bad it is. But in that same sense, I'm not going to tear it apart now. I don't need the extra space. That still is pretty complete. So if I need to use it for reference or whatnot, it's fine. But today, before I get everything ready to clean this up, I have got to remove all this crap. I'm going to put you on a stand here, and my thought process is I'm going to start from the front, and I'm just going to start pecking away and then pulling as much out as possible, just putting bolts in the same spot where they came from. I think I left the old bolts still down here from when my brother didn't put them away, but yeah, we're just going to slowly work our way back towards the windshield and try and get as much out as possible. I know there's probably going to be some cabling, something that's probably going to be in the way that I'm not going to be able to completely remove. That's fine. I'm not going to worry about it. I can work around it. Well, that was 25 minutes. You're in the jungle, baby. One of the things of having a wood shop in your basement is you're never low on sawdust to clean up messes. But holy hell. I mean, there's just so much wires in here. It's crazy. And this is like, I need sauce or something for all this spaghetti. It's ridiculous. And then my brother was like, just leave the starter hooked up. It's no big deal. Yeah, well, it's a big deal now. I'm going to have to try and get in here, access the, whatchamacallit, the computer, and maybe do some unplugging under there and see what I could get through the grommet. So yeah, we're just going to keep plugging along and wish me luck. Oh, this is a little cap that goes on here. Where'd that come from? Hey, it's complete. I'm almost done. One of the cool things about having it on the dollies is the ability to move it over. And boy, is it light without the engine. Of course I'm still watching, are you? I hate when it does it in the middle of a song. ECU has been removed. I didn't film anything, sadly. I just kind of got into it. I know you can't really see it. Let me try with the flash. Oh, there we go. So I disconnected the ECU. Got this big gold cable free. That grommet, which is all free now, is the big guy right there. So I'm just kind of going through, releasing it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to throw a tarp over the windshield. Well, not a tarp, blanket. And I'm going to drape everything on top, because I think that's basically what I'm going to end up having to do. I'm probably not going to remove all of it, and I can work around it for this painting. I just don't want it in the way. I mean, a lot of this stuff isn't bad, and this is, you know, like this is going to stay. It'll be easier, throw it over. When I get into here, I'll probably end up, you know, painting the top sections of this first, and then I'll drape it over, tape it all up, and then paint the rest of it once we get it going. But yeah, let me put you back on the stand here after I turn my music back on because of stupid YouTube. Are you still watching? Of course I'm watching in the middle of a song, or listening, but whatever. Alright, if you see, yeah, I don't wear gloves. And I don't wear gloves mainly for that reason. You know, sometimes you wear the gloves and you really can't get your fingers on the bolts or like something like this. I don't want to mess with it. I got rags. Why get the gloves dirty? You could use orange cleaner. Sometimes I'll just throw a little mineral spirits on this and you're good to go. I don't know. It is what it is. I don't mind having dirty hands. It just, you know, I'm used to it. I've been a tradesman for many years, so, you know, I guess I got that. And that's the reason why. As you can see, we had some good success with some of the wiring. I put the wiring over the top here as we were thinking. Now I'm just going after the brake booster and a clutch slave cylinder and the rest of this. Because this is in pretty good shape. There's a little bitty here and there I'm going to get rid of. The windshield wiper motor, that's going to go. We're almost done with this one, gents. And ladies, whoever's watching. Thanks for watching. And remember to like and subscribe. Well, that wasn't easy, but my nuts are out. Not these nuts, but those nuts. We're onto the front now. Well, it smells like paint thinner and cigarettes in here. It kind of works. Mineral spirits does a decent job. Anyway, long story short, I think we've got it to where I want to get it to at least end the video. And I'm going to go through and I'm going to get rid of all these little plasticky bits. And yeah, I didn't bother to do the clutch pedal as far as removing it. So that's still kind of in there. Everything's loose. It's just I got to remove it from the pedal. And then eventually I'll get through all the lines here. I'm probably going to end up getting to the lines when I get the thing up in the air. See, in the next episode, I'm going to remove the cross member. And then I'm going to show you what I plan on doing to clean up the engine bay. It's going to use a lot of Dawn. Some scour pads. I've got wheels for the grinder, wire wheels. I thought about trying to go and maybe even try to get it sandblasted. I do actually have a sandblast kit here. I could do it here. I got the compressor for it and all. It's not in too bad shape with the exception of that little corner there. And that's really just a lot of surface rust. So that shouldn't come out too bad. But yeah, I think I got to a good spot. Some of these clips, I'm going to tell you, I don't understand what these engineers were thinking. You know, there's like 30 different ways to be like, oh, I could take the clip out this way or that way. And it's like, no. You saw I cut the ones for the windshield washer motor. That's not going to be a huge ordeal, but it just, come on, Nissan. I mean, granted, it was the 80s. They probably didn't have the technology they got today to make fancy clips, but, you know, all you need is one little prong that's identified as you press this and the clip should remove and you're good to go. I don't know what they're thinking. Whatever. I might try to redo some of it too. But that's about it. Thanks again for watching, and stay tuned for the next episode. See you on the next one. Bye-bye.